All right, guys, so now I'm going to include some sparring footage showing the techniques I showed in action. I find that helps a lot for understanding the positions when you see them in resistance in the right situations. After that, I'm going to show some of me coaching my class, because I find a lot of little problems come up when I'm coaching that I don't include in these videos, and it helps troubleshoot a lot of issues for you guys. If you guys like the content, please comment and like. It helps support the channel as well as gives me future ideas for videos to make for you guys. Also, if you haven't checked me out on Instagram before, at JohnThomasBJJ, I include a lot of smaller clips that I don't put in these, as well as a lot of sparring footage, so check that out as well. right? If I'm gonna do it off the Toreando, I find it's easier with the one arm because the two, sometimes like you're a little bit slower because I'm here, but if I just do like a quick one arm like this, see I'm already in and I kind of use my forearm to deflect this. And that makes it easy to land here.
Nice.
And a lot of times I don't even focus on grabbing the lapel as much as like, if I just do this in the air, you see my elbow prevents the underhook, he'll kind of reach for my cross collar with that hand. Like yeah, you want to go here, right?
Yeah,
you see, I'm already framing it, right? So I'll be here like this, like there, and he's here. You see, and that completely stifles his counter post. And then I go through, and I often drop my elbow straight to the floor.
And you don't do anything to underhook. So you actually
No, not in this case. An underhook that only really works versus like a single leg or De La Hiva because they have a grip. But there can't really be. See, like I hold my pant leg like De La Hiva. See, if I was here and I hit this, there's an underhook, right? If he's on a single leg, grab like kind of a light single leg, here, there's an underhook. If there's no grip, it's really hard to have an action, like you could call this an underhook, but it's like he's gonna frame, you can't really have an underhook. So usually in these cases, I'm like here or even on the floor and I'm pulling and coming through. And if you feel like he's not open, again, you wanna take what they give you, you don't wanna force it. But if I wanted to try to force it a little bit, right here it's wide open, but say be more centered with your knees tight and your feet kind of up. Like here, I can kind of move around and threaten stuff like this. Even if I'm not going to commit on the pass, he's going to start responding, right? You see, I go here. You see, look, it's there. So you can kind of play around with like moving around and stuff until you get him to over respond or tap the floor, and you see the angle. But when you understand the pattern, that when this is open, it's there, you'll hit it all the time. The reason most people have a hard time is the guy's like shielded or something, so then they're coming in like this, and this is already in the way, and this is very difficult. I only keep the pant leg long enough to clear it. There's no reason to keep it beyond that point. So like if I was in here, even right here, I'd probably keep going, but I could just let go and get my elbow here, and now I'm like on the body. Right? And again, I don't rush to the underhook because sometimes people, like if he doesn't have a grip, and again, there's a lot of variation on this. If he doesn't have a grip here and I'm like try to underhook like this, he's going to pummel as I underhook, right? And then it's going to become an underhook for him. So I'd rather almost keep my elbow tight like a wall, like this, because see my body's got that leg out of play. He can't lasso, right? And dig an underhook on me. You see, like this is like, there's like no space in here to try to come in. It's like a wall. So then as he tries to dig an underhook, see, I'm here now, like I can flatten that and come through, right? So I just kind of stay here floating, and then this hand would probably look for the sleeve or the elbow, depending on what he's doing. A lot of people think the elbow's better because you get a better pull on the arm. I actually prefer the sleeve because he can't frame. If I go here, he can still push on he can still frame, right? But if you get the sleeve, not only can I pull it up, but frame me, see, I can push it across. And that's really good. So they both have benefits, but yeah, and then try to have like less tension in your arm. So I would be like here and like that. You don't want him to sense it, right? Here, actually, I would just do this, right? So be more, yeah, exactly. So if he was here, I would be like this. You see, it's hard, you don't feel it, right?
No.
So I'm like here. Boom. Yeah, and if you don't clear the knee when you enter, that's fine. You can just take your time, right? Like if like if you try to clear it and you can't and you land here, that's okay, just take your time, hold the lapel, right? And then now I'll try to center up and see it's easier the more I center him to clear it behind. Now I come in here, you see, here I probably go like this and just frame it out, and then I can kind of make my decisions from here.